Hello there. So as you read the title, I am gonna talk about what people care about you, and this is in general kind of connected to your reputation around, I guess, the people you hang around with, and in day to day life, if you go in say a new environment, whether that's in public, private, or in a group environment where you just literally met the people or you have been like hanging around them for like a couple of weeks and you want to get them to like you, I will cover what to do exactly about that and what um, this is by no means the perfect way. This is what I have learned over the years of interacting with people and over like especially over the past around 2 years I've interacted with I'm pretty sure I've interacted with about 10, 20, 30x more people than most people of my age. So, and one of the biggest tips I can give you if you were to just click away from the video right now would be to just stop worrying about what people think, first of all. I mean, you have to be responsive to them. You have to have an understanding. Okay, you can't just do random negative shit and not worry about it. You have to cancel out the worrying, but you have to understand like, okay, what they think of me. Okay, why do I say like remove the worrying? Because it is a very unnecessary and unproductive habit, and it really like creates a lot of negativity in your own psyche. So for example, like I was um I still have the habit, I think, to a little extent, but I'm still working on it actually. I had the habit of like worrying a lot. And by that I mean I would try to micromanage what people would think of me, and it would work out, sometimes it wouldn't, but the biggest like the thing I got from that was like the headache and the constant like energy drain it had on me. Because like any time I went into that specific environment, I used to think like, okay, what is this person thinking of me? Okay, this person saw me and didn't acknowledge me. Is there something wrong with me? Right? It was always like a thing. It was always me versus me. So I was always pointing the finger at me instead of like flipping the script and looking at them, which I started to do like around a few months ago. But then I've started doing the updated version, which is like completely stop worrying. And you might hear this so far and you might say like, okay, if I stop worrying like completely, how is this gonna help my reputation, right? How is this gonna help get what I want, say in an group scenario, right? You go say it's your work. I haven't had a job, like proper job before, so I can't really speak about it. But let's imagine it's a group scenario, it's a work scenario. I'm working, or in this case, it would be you working, right? So instead of worrying what people when you walk in, like what people think of you, and every day like trying to micromanage and just having this little like ego battles all over the workplace, like, okay, this person didn't talk to me, okay, this person didn't come to my invitation, or whatever, like, right? Instead of having those, you should like let's start from the ground up. Okay, if you want people to think good of you, be a good person yourself and let your actions, the things you do, take care of itself. It's one of the first things. Okay, regardless, and there's a big caveat here. Okay, regardless of what you do, like how good of a person you are, right? There have been tons of really really good people in the world over the past. Like, just think of some, right? Just think of some. I don't know, like, what's the first one that comes to my mind? I don't know, Mother Teresa. She was from my city. Who else was like a saint? um yeah, not particularly coming to my mind, but just think of like the best, the people you look up to in your own life. And I guarantee you, like, even no matter how good they are, okay, even if they like give away their wealth to everyone, even if it's the like mm, rich guy give away the wealth and they like became like everybody else, living on simple terms or whatever. Even if they are like that, there will always be a certain percentage of people that will not like them, right? Wait. So that's like one of the problems with trying to micromanage. There will be some people that will not like you, right? And that is okay. That is okay. Do you really want to hang around with people that don't like you, even if that means like putting up a fake persona? Let me tell you, putting up a fake persona, if you have done it, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have done it that are like watching this video actively, and it is very draining, very, very mentally draining, and definitely not something I would. It's not a light energy, I would say. It's not something I would recommend. I've done it before. I don't like it. I used to hate when I used to do it, so I stopped doing it. And what I did was I accepted the fact that some people will not like me. Okay, and that is okay. Okay, sometimes a few of my friends have a lot of a really like polarizing personality, and they're completely okay with the fact, okay, some people will not like them, right? And they own it up, right? Regardless, their social skills might not be, you know s- really good, but still they own up the fact that some people will not like them. And if they come across this person, they just part ways, they don't necessarily have to like throw out lash out at them, like throw back negative energy, but they understand, okay, this is a person that we don't have chemistry with, they don't like me, or our views don't match, and we don't have any synergy, so it's okay, they are not going to be a part of my life, we're going to part ways. And that's something I've been or I have adopted so far this year. There are a lot of people at the start I would have loved to like hang around with, like be have them in my life. But then I started to realize, okay, this is after like staying around them for some time to get them know better. I understood like I don't really want to hang around those kind of people. So what's the choice? Like, so instead of like micromanaging what you do, first of all, change your habits. Okay, be the type of person. Oh, what the fuck is that? Okay, anyway, be the type of person that is good, and that will automatically like make you likable enough. And that means not some of the good habits, right? Some of the good habits is like not talking behind anyone's back. Actually, not taking part in gossip at all. Or would it be more like a negative kind of gossip? Because I haven't really figured out the differentiation there myself. Maybe I will in a future video, but just don't take part in negative back talking behind anyone. Just don't talk bad about anyone, right? Even if it's there. Uh, okay, so this is what I do. Okay, I don't talk bad about anyone, even, or I've been trying to not talk bad about people, even in front of their faces or behind them, right? And there's two reasons for it. Like most of it, two reasons or a few reasons for it. Most of it, or like all of it, comes from spirituality. From the time I like started reading all these spiritual textbooks, for Power of Now, New Earth, etc. One of them is realizing like people don't do bad like consciously, and that might be like a hard thing to understand um, if you are someone that has a lot of like people that have like done wrong to you. I get that a lot of people have done wrong to me too. I think everyone suffers from that. I believe everyone suffers from that. But the thing is like, just think of yourself, right? I'm pretty sure you're a good person. I I believe that everyone is a good person at heart, right? That's how like babies are born. I don't think any baby is born like, oh my god, I want to kill somebody. That's not how things work, right? And it's like the social conditioning, the cultural, the how they are raised up, the people they hang around with, you know, and they learn to behave in certain ways that might not be satisfactory to you or to me. And the thing is like you have to understand it's not them at their true like it's not them at the core that is doing the bad, is the cultural, societal conditioning that is doing it for them. um, it's like one of those lines I heard somewhere. It's like it's the same. If you say take a person, right? I heard it somewhere. I'm not even sure. If you take a person and you change a few of their like core beliefs, you can either make them like a saint, like a really godly person that believes in God and like abides by God and everything, like never does anything wrong, or you can turn them into a terrorist. Because I will tell you, I saw a video on Twitter a few days ago about of a terrorist like happily blowing himself up. Like it's so crazy. It's like his core belief is like dying for the cause or whatever it is. Like it's, I know you and I think it's stupid, right? But they at their core believe, think it's the good thing to do. That's why they are doing it happily, and that's what you have to understand. Some people, actually everyone except you, will have different beliefs, right? I have different beliefs, you have different beliefs, and I understand and I accept that. I accept you for who you are. But that's where the line comes in. You have to accept where people are. You cannot expect them to be what you think they should be, right? That's one of the caveats. Some people will have different views. Some people might think, okay, this kind of food is wrong. Food. I'm, I don't know why I'm giving an example of food. I just got done with dinner. Okay, some people might not like X. You might love X, and that might cause like a, what is the word? Fight, disagreement, right? It might cause a disagreement, and that is okay, right? And that is like the biggest reason different groups exist, like Republicans. What the fuck is the last one? Whatever, capitalist, communist, stuff like that. I'm not into politics. I cannot really tell you that. Yeah, so like that's why different groups exist. Different groups have different core beliefs, right? And just hold on with me. I'm going on a tangent here, but people have different beliefs. They form groups with people that have similar kind of beliefs, right? And they attack people that then don't have the same beliefs as them. Okay, that's where the line comes in. You have to understand. Okay, this person has different beliefs than me. I cannot like change their mind, because otherwise I will have to change their beliefs, and which is much more harder than anything, right? It requires indoctrination. It's like it requires brainwashing. Like, how do you think they came up with those beliefs? They came up with those beliefs by all the societal, like cultural conditioning, which is like years and years and years of them growing up. That's how the belief came in over the time, or like the people they hang around with. It didn't happen overnight. And the thing is, the first, uh, I'm sure you have tried to change someone's mind on certain topics, right? Everyone has. I have too, and it usually resulted in them being defensive, them maybe yelling out at you and not really believing you for your word, right? That happens. You know why that happens? Because you were trying to tell them their core beliefs, what they believe in was wrong. That is key. If somebody came and told you you don't exist, this is very key. So if somebody came in and told you in your room right now, wherever you're sitting, wherever you're standing, wherever you are, if somebody came, looked in your face straight, say a man from work wearing all black, like Men in Black, wearing specs, say Will Smith came in and told you you don't exist, right? And he completely believes it, like, and then everybody else around you started saying, okay, you don't exist. How will that make you feel, right? What if everybody starts like ignoring your presence from everywhere? I know it's a hypothetical situation, but stick with me. It's like violating your core principle. You know you exist, you are a living, breathing human being, right? But if they say to your phrase, okay, you don't exist, that's like conflicting with your core belief. That's not going to work, right? No matter what they say, they're not going to change your core belief. They will make you sad, they will make you defensive, they will start lashing out on them. That is normal, okay? It's not healthy, but it's normal. So that in any group, there will be people with certain core beliefs that will be different from you, that will not align with yours, and you have to accept them for who they are. and not clash with them. Okay, you can, I guess, depending on what kind of environment you are, but you have to be strategic about it. You cannot come at it from a place of reactivity. Okay, if somebody say like swears at you, you can. Most people what they will do is like they swear back at them, and it like creates a back and forth of this negative energy, and they start things might get violent, maybe not, but you know what happens, right? But the thing is, if somebody swears at you, you just have to look at them and understand, okay, maybe this person is going through a bad day. Maybe he believes like swearing at people is okay when he's angry, right? I don't think a lot of people believe that swearing at people is okay even if they're not angry, but whatever. Maybe they believe that swearing at people is okay if they're angry, right? Whatever, you have to understand, it's an emotion they're going through, right? It's an emotion, it's an internal feeling. Do you remember the last time you were taken over by anger? Did you had like conscious control to like completely stop it at the push of a button? You couldn't, right? Emotions, when they take us over, we don't really have enough, I would say, awareness to overcome them. Most people don't. Okay, that's something I'm definitely working on. That's, if you want to really work on it, I would say get into spirituality first. Start reading Power of Now or the New Earth, which is from Eckhart Tolle. Two of the best books, and Letting Go from like David Hawkins, one of the best books you will ever read. Okay, so where was I? Right, people get taken up by emotions. They will act in certain ways, and you cannot stop them because it's an internal like programming that's running them, and it will run until the program has like run out of code, which is like the emotion running out. It's a whole cycle. Is when it's run out of fuel, it will stop. But if you try to stop an angry person by saying like calm down, it's not going to work out. You have tried it, it didn't work out. It's never going to work out. That's not how it works. All right, so um, the best thing you can do, don't worry about people, worry about don't be responsive to what people think of you, but don't try to micromanage. Don't doubt every little step they take. Just be um, being yourself would be a really bad advice, but um, go along your path, right? Be Try to become a better person, be a better version of yourself. That means take, yeah, right, the habits, right? Not talking behind anyone's back, doing good, giving value, uh, trying to make up someone's like, people's day when they see you, right? Being a source of good emotions, I would say. If you walked into a room and people like really jumped at the thought of seeing you like really happily, right? If you were that kind of person, like, okay, Sean came, our day is gonna be good. Okay, if your group goes on a trip with you, right? They should have a fucking wild time with you. If they are not on a trip with you and they're on their own, you are not there, they should feel the emptiness without you. I mean, not like all the time, but you get what I'm saying, right? You should be the person that like lights, that people are fun to, that people find fun to hang around, right? And you can learn to do that. You can learn how humor works and everything else, right? You can improve your charisma. You can actually learn this kind of stuff. Like, it's actions you can take on a daily basis. So I would definitely tell you to get into those: spirituality, learning charisma, humor, and everything else. That would definitely make you a better person, which in turn will make people like you more. Even people that actually, it will, I would say, if say there's a group, there's 10 people, okay, in your group, 5 of them like you, 5 of them don't. If you do all the stuff like spirituality, charisma, this, that, if you learn how to all of those, right, there's a very high chance that 9 out of 10 will like you, maybe 10 out of 10 if you have a good group and with the right set of people around. But it is very important you first become the better person if you want people to act positive around you, right? And that's it. I think that's like the biggest impediment that stop most people, that they don't really try to improve themselves personality wise. They don't try to understand someone else's like thought patterns, thought, like why why they're doing what they're doing, right? You have to understand to be understood first, and that is very, very important. So yeah, that will be my first video.